Looks like it's going to be a busier morning than normal. Typically, I will drive my car on Mondays instead of riding. The little section of road with a Veterans Expressway is what it's called. It's a toll road. It's such a it's like Mad Max, man. Everybody's weaving in and out so fast. I see accidents on Veterans Expressway pretty much daily when I take it. So on Mondays, I typically drive my car, and sometimes on Wednesday, what I'll do is I'll pull maps up and I'll see, because I have a traffic overlay, and it'll show me what traffic looks like. Looks like it might be a little heavy this morning, but I'm risking it for the biscuit, baby. We're going to be able to tell right now, if I come over this crest and see traffic backed up, it's going to be bad. Yep, there it is. It is too early for traffic to look like that on a Wednesday, but there it looks. All right, I'm not going to film like all this traffic, because I'm probably going to be in this little 3-mile stretch of traffic for about 20 minutes. When traffic is backed up, that's how it is, but we'll see you when we get on the bridge. Unplanned stop along the way. So we're trying something new with the GoPro. Actually, with video in general. I'm going to show you all about it. We're doing 4K. I never do 4K. So if you hear me talk about things in terms of recording, I'm not a fan of 4K, and I'm not a fan of 60 frames per second at any resolution. Doesn't mean I won't use them, depending on what the video dictates. But I got a new camera. Maybe I'll show you guys on the GoPro. If you guys have been around a while, which I don't think many of you are here from the old attempt at skateboarding days in 2017. That was a weird time. Anyway, I bought a camera back then called a Lumix G7. And I think I mentioned this on the video that it is coming out here soon. I mean, that video will be out long before this one is. But anyway, I sold it 2 years ago when I got my Osmo Action Cam. Anyway, so I'm a big fan of the Panasonic Lumix stuff. The G7 just wasn't for me. It didn't have any image stabilization. It didn't have any weather resistance or waterproofing. So I did buy. Now, I bought it from Amazon because I wanted a hassle-free return if I went down that route. So I bought a Lumix again, but this time it's G85. It does have image stabilization. It does have, it's supposedly waterproof. And today's the first day I think I'm going to be using it. I played around with it yesterday a little bit. I got my settings where I think, look at this. I had to pause from that. Isn't this beautiful? Look at this. It's so still out today. I just started taking this route about 2 weeks ago. There's a lady who works in motor clothes. She lives about the same spot I do, or at least in the same general area. And I was complaining about the Howard Franklin Bridge, which is over that way. And she said, oh, no, it's much faster to go down Courtney Camel. I said, all right, I'll give it a shot. I still waited about a week because I was so comfortable doing what I was doing. Sure enough, I get to deal with about a mile less of the worst part of the Veterans Expressway. And this is a much prettier road anyway. And I get to go over 2 bridges. Hey, I do have a guy supposed to be coming today at 10:30 to do a test ride on Pan America. I'm sure I'm going to ask him if I can record that part of the process. I'm sure he won't mind. He does a little bit of content as well. So I think he would get it. It's one of the reasons why I picked today as a day in the life video shooting, because I already knew I had at least one demo ride in the bag where I could record. Because not everybody wants you to record. I get it. Anyway, we're going to head down the road, man. I want to jam some music. We're going to finish going over the Courtney Campbell Causeway. And then if you can see that bridge going that way, we're going to head over that way. I don't need to record it. We'll see you at work. Another stop. I normally don't stop at all on the way to work, and today we've had 2. I forgot. I got sidetracked, and I forgot to tell you why I even stopped the last time. So I got off on a tangent. So I'm changing to 4K, at least. What? You guys about saw Uncle Bogator fall. That's a bunch of oil. Super. Oh, now my feet are slippery. Son of a bitch. Anyway, for some reason, my GoPro, if I change the settings, when I turn it off after I'm done recording a little session, it doesn't like to turn back on. And I really wanted to get some footage going over the bridge. So, I'm having to drag my feet to get this oil almost at work. Normally, if I leave at 7:15 in the morning, I will get here about 8 o'clock, which is far too early. But it gives me a chance to get settled in, gives me a chance to get some coffee, look around at the inventory. But today, because of the traffic, we're here a little bit later. Oh, that looks dangerous. Look at these guys. Look at these guys. You see that? Here we are. Bert's Barracuda. Bikes are all inside. That's kind of cool, actually. It'll give me a chance to maybe get a little time lapse of us bringing all the bikes out. Yeah. Look at Old Glory. Biggest flag in the state of Florida. Bert made sure of it. I like that. It's kind of ambition. Here we are. First one's in. So all the bikes are parked in here, like I mentioned. And that's actually going to be good for getting a time lapse so you can kind of see. So what we do is we have all of our new bikes in here every day, and then out front we put all the used bikes. And at night, most nights, we'll bring all these motorcycles in, so that way they're protected from the elements, theft, etc. But yesterday I was off, and last night they put them in. So that means this morning we'll spend about 20 minutes or so, and we'll get those out. We'll see what I'm talking about. I was the first one here. It is Wednesday. That means they got the owners meeting going on. But some people in the service are here, parts are here. Look at all these motorcycles, man. Wild, absolutely wild. Let me get some coffee or soda, whatever we have, and then. Hey, as luck would have it, we actually came to work today when they're doing a class. This is the trike class. They do one of these per month. In the state of Florida, a motorcycle endorsement gives you the legality to ride a trike. You can also get a trike endorsement that does not translate to riding two wheels. So the two-wheel endorsement lets you ride a trike. Trike endorsement is a specific for three wheels only. Kind of neat. We're able to see that. One time per month we do it. All right, so in addition to getting my sales stuff ready for the day, I also need to, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna print the list of inventory bikes that we have. I'm gonna go through the website, I'm gonna see what bikes don't have pictures, match them up to the list of inventory, highlight them, and then go back and take pictures. We'll get some footage of that. I'm not gonna show you the computer screen because I don't know how much of that's proprietary or not, but yeah, I'm gonna run that report, and then we'll see you over by the bike spinner. All right, so we printed my list. I've got a list here I've highlighted. I've got 12 motorcycles I need to get a picture of. It's more than I've ever taken in a single day, and we have 16 bikes coming in off the truck today. So we brought the camera on the right day. That means that we'll be able to record a lot of that I wouldn't normally be able to do. So what we'll do is I'll take those 12 bikes one at a time. I'll mark them in order, and this bike's actually sold. But if you guys recognize this is the bike from Bert's Black Widow that Josh had. So I'll turn this around. I'll get a little bit of video of that, and then I'll bring the bikes up here on that to take a series of pictures. All right, so I'll take that one. It is a 630, 637. I'll mark it as number 1. It's the first one that I took pictures of. Blackjack Metallic. Blackjack Metallic.
All right, I think you guys get the idea. Now, the next one on my list is going to be this beautiful Lowrider S. But I'm not going to film all the way through this whole process. Like I said, I've got 12 motorcycles to do. That would be a lot of footage for one video. So we'll see on the other side. All right, sometimes in the middle of the day, while I'm doing my other responsibilities, we have customers show up. Or in this case, customers. This is my boy Kaz. He came up here a couple weeks ago and we test drove Ducati. The same Ducati that Josh ended up buying for Cami Base. So kind of neat that his ass was on the same seat that hers was. Before hers.
I had the honors of warming the seat up.
Yeah, he put his parts in there before she could. You know what I mean? So today, we're going to ride one of these bad boys. Look at all these Pan Americas. We've got a couple 2023s, but a whole lot of 2022s left. And he made a post on his Instagram the other day. He said, should I get myself into another payment? And I'm like, hell yes, you should.
Another giant payment wouldn't be that bad.
Do that again? What is that? Hey, sword fight. He's a swashbuckler, baby. All right, we're going to pick one of these out and then we'll see you on the road.
Speaking of sword fighting, we got the camera thing going on here. We can lightsaber it together. We're going to be two Pan America daddies here, and he's got his cowboy hat on, so we're going to be doing the whole Brokeback Barracuda thing today. So one thing, Kaz, that Service told me the other day that I never really paid attention to, this has a very long startup initialization procedure. Wait for the entire thing to go through before you actually start. He said otherwise, if it doesn't finish, sometimes the computer will always try to finish it, so it'll kill the battery while you're riding. So it's a very long startup process, though. Your blinkers are just like your European and Japanese blinkers. I don't know what it is, man. Since I've been here the last little over 2 months, I think we've only sold one of these motorcycles. I don't know if it's this side of the bridge, or I don't know if it's us as salespeople not showing people this motorcycle enough, but they're great bikes. You're about to see. Ready? Here we go. Woo, woo. Yeah, baby. These things, man, these Revolution Max motors, they really figured this stuff out, man. The electronics are great. The way they fit into the frame, look how much power, man. So one thing about the Pan America, it's got a lot of buttons. I'm sure once you get used to what button does what, it's not so bad. But, like, it's intimidating. If I'm riding this bike for the first time or the first couple of times, it's intimidating figuring out what am I trying to do? I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on here. I mean, a lot of things are in the same place. Your horn's here, your blinkers here. GoPro doesn't really give you a good idea on a couple things. One, speed, and two, distance. Like, things on GoPro, like to that car, they look way farther away than they actually are. I actually had some people comment. I did a little short, a reel, where it showed some dude, like, I wasn't going very fast, but he kind of pulled out in front of us, and I had a lot of people comment, like, oh, he had plenty of room. Now the GoPro makes things look a lot farther away than they actually are. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. There you go. All right, we got to look out for sheriff's deputies on this road. Right past the dump, baby. See, the thing about this bike going so fast is we weren't speeding. Absolutely, we're not speeding. I'm a law-abiding citizen, always, every moment of my life. But it's so much higher than your other motorcycle. So it's just like in a car. Like, I used to have trucks. Sometimes they were lifted or not. And the higher you are off the ground in a vehicle, the slower it looks and feels like you're going. So you can get up to considerable speeds, and it doesn't feel like it. It feels like you're going significantly slower than whatever. And who knows, man? The speedometer might not even be calibrated. Yeah, see, These have automatic ride height leveling, so normally neither one of us are that tall. And the great thing about these, you start going again. I'm not trying to sell you on. I mean, maybe I am. I don't know, but as you start going again, the bike will raise up a little bit. You can always tell you're coming up on birds because of that flag. I know I've mentioned it in this video already, but man, what an impressive sight. I am patriotic. I know there's a lot of people out there who aren't, or at least pretend like they're not, or they're afraid to say they are because whatever, but I'm patriotic as shit, man. I love that. Give me some F-16 flying over a stadium, playing the national anthem. Shit, give me chills every time, man.
All right, boys, nieces and nephews, back from the test ride. What do you think about the bike?
I'm at a loss for words. I mean, I don't have enough experience to really compare it with anything else, but it was amazing.
The Pan American, man, you guys saw it. There are some things that I may or may not edit out from our test ride, but it's a lot stronger. It's a lot more powerful than I thought it was going to be before I started here today. The few test rides I've done on those, holy smokes, it knocks your socks off. But
it is manageable though. It's not like it's gonna walk out on it.
No, right. So, and we both kept it in sport mode pretty much the whole time. If you change that to highway or rain mode, it's going to take a lot of that power out of the wheel, which is going to change your engine braking, and it's going to change the rate of acceleration. So there's ways, not only is it manageable like it is, but there's ways that you can electronically help, kind of control what we're doing more here. So he is 100% absolutely going to buy this thing today. The next time we see Kaz, he's going to be out on the road riding a Pan America. So what I didn't record was that once we got back, he said, hey, Mike, you know what? I'd like to also ride a Sportster S, no-go, and Fat Bob. I just so happen to have two used Fat Bobs right now. One's a 22, one's an 18. Took the 18 out. He said it. The same words I always say. Pan America is a more versatile motorcycle. It's newer, got a lot of technology, it's got a lot more utility, but the Fat Bob feels like a Harley-Davidson. So one of those things is from experience. Pan America is going to be the more versatile bike. Yeah. If you just want something to rip around on the weekends, the Fat Bob every time you give it any throttle, it's just it's not. Oh yeah, you have to smile. You feel that rumble and roll, tickle on that tank, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Anytime I pull the throttle back, that's exactly what I want to feel. So no guarantees, no expectations, but we're going to see what we can do on that Fat Bob. Maybe he buys it, maybe he doesn't. But information gathering is always a good thing. All right, half the day is over, and I've taken photos of 6 of my bikes. I've given a couple demo rides. I've written up some paperwork. No sales yet, although my wife and I have been texting back and forth today, and I may be getting a bike today for her. Depends. I don't know where we're at on that yet, but so we're going to do lunch. Now, normally I don't come over here to OCC because it is kind of pricey for lunch. I do get a discount, but I want to stay kind of close because I've got a really, really busy day today, and I don't want to go too far. Plus, when I ride, I don't like riding out to lunch and then riding back. It just kind of takes a lot of my time away. So yeah, we'll get in here. Get my burger. I love the burger here. Yeah, we'll see in a minute. Don't normally sit outside, but we are today. Now, today's Wednesday, and we've already got this thing set up. Tonight's truck night, but it's also line dancing night. They do line dancing lessons early in the evening. And they set it up with all kinds of things. But I got my Sportster burger like I always do. We'll see for a full and thorough review. All right, I was trying to do lunch before you showed up, and I just finished. No thorough review. There he is. I got 16 bikes on that damn truck. We'll get them. All right, so what we do here is this guy's on a route, right? And he picks up motorcycles, and he'll take them to several, 4 or 5 different dealerships around. So we have to pull off the empty these pallets, right? We'll pull out the empty pallets, then he'll unload these motorcycles. Isn't that a sight to behold, man? That's a truck full of freedom right there, baby. America, all wrapped up into 18 wheels. I love it, baby. All right, here's what they look like. They're coming off in a long row. We got 16 of them. There's a Lowrider S. There's a Street Glide. And they come here with these covers on. All kinds of things to hold them in their little metal pallets. Road King, baby. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to check them all over, make sure there aren't any scratches or defects. If there are, we note them so that way we can take care of them under warranty, because once the truck leaves, it's on our dime, baby. So I'm not going to waste any more time recording. We're going to get right to it. All right, so I got really busy today. We're closed up now. I'm about to head across the street to Quaker Steak and Lube. On Wednesday nights, they have their bike night. On Thursday nights, we have ours, but motor clothes department, you guys are familiar with every Harley-Davidson dealership I've ever been to has a boatload of motor clothes. We're no exception. I bet there's a whole half-acre of clothes in here, but I may bring you guys back tomorrow because we found a Fat Bob. That we may get for the old lady. Let's take a quick look at it. You guys might even see it before. If you're following me on Instagram, there's a good chance you're going to see it before. Honestly, I wasn't sure how she would take the Dyna, but as soon as I sent her a picture of it, she goes, damn, what is that? She loves it. So she's going to come up here tomorrow and sit on it. Price is right. Not like the game show, but yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll get that. We'll try to get that on film. Huh? Look at that. Well, we made it. This is Quaker Steak and Lube bike night. This place has been around a long time. They do their bike nights on Wednesday, like I said. Looks like they got a band going too. Still early. It's like 6:30, 6:15. So not a ton of bikes out here, but that's fine. I really only have time to have a couple of beers. I need to get home. I got my 13-hour day of work is tomorrow, so I don't want to be out all night and then have a bad time. You know what I'm saying? We're up here with my man Jake invited me over, and then we got Cog in the wheel. It's either Robo Cog or even better for you guys who've been paying attention to everybody around here. He made it like 1,100 miles, right?
Made it 7 feet away from Forgotten Angels.
Okay, so
Dallas to Memphis to Nashville to Tampa.
So 3,000 miles. Go with that.
Uphill in the snow.
Uphill in the snow with snow tire on. He was on racing slicks. He gets a quarter mile from the destination. A dog runs into his wheel. Some coyote. So he's now dog in the wheel. That's perfect. My man shows up here with a Boss Hoss. Look at this thing. You don't see these around every day. We don't know what this is. We don't know if it's air shocks, reservoir, or if it's nitrous. If it's nitrous on a Boss Hoss, it'd be so wild.
All right, that's going to wrap this one up. I did a little bit of the bike night. So some of my friends are getting food and whatnot here, but the wife cooked tonight, so I'm going to take advantage of that. You know what I mean? I think you know what I mean. Oh boy, getting low in the light for tonight. So that was a day. That was a day in the life. No idea how long this video is going to be until I edit it, so we're all going to find out together. But that was it. I had a great time. Showed you guys around. We had one guy today looking at maybe buying a motorcycle. He did not pull the trigger. He's got some other things that he's got going on. He wants to wait for a few months. That's fine. That's my boy Kaz. I can appreciate that. We all have to make decisions on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis based on our individual circumstances. Yeah, Harley salesman / inventory manager. Obviously, there's a big part of my day that I just can't record because it's just inconvenient to have the camera around. And I don't know if I'm going to record tomorrow or not with the old lady. If she likes that Fat Bob, there's a good chance we're going to pull the trigger on that one. The deal that I got, from the desk, going to be like $70 a month. $70? Can't beat that, man. $70. I really don't want to get into another payment, but you know what? I want her to get... Her Honda Shadow is fine. It's fine. But, she doesn't really keep up with me at all. Like, when we get on the highway, I have to wait for her a lot, which is fine. I don't mind. I'm not in a hurry, I guess. It's just, it'd be nicer. I think, she and I kind of talked about it. I missed a whole lot of footage. We put out a video very recently about how not everybody's ride is, the same. And part of that, we lost a lot of audio. Actually, not just audio. We lost a lot of video. I don't know what happened to it. Like, we're missing a whole video from the folder. I should have looked a little more carefully, I guess. But, you can ride a Honda Shadow. Anytime you ride a V-twin, if you ride a V-twin and it's not a Harley-Davidson, you wish you had a Harley-Davidson. I firmly believe that. If you ride a V-twin cruiser, not everybody with a V-twin. I know there's a lot of V-twin motorcycles out there. Well, some V-twin motorcycles out there that are not cruiser style. But if you're riding a cruiser style, Honda Shadow, Kawasaki Vulcan, Yamaha V-Star, you wish that was a Harley. And it just is how it is, man. I'm not saying like anybody's better. Ride the motorcycle that you got. Love the one you're with. You know what I mean? Just saying. Anyway, that's going to wrap up this video. I appreciate you coming along to this one and all videos. And until next time, we'll see you later.